Hi, it's me, Tori, from Hobby Stories. Today is February 27th, and that is a Saturday. It's been a nice day here in Delaware. It rained earlier. So I want to thank everybody for joining me. Whether you're new, whether you've been here before, thank you so much. This is a very first BookTube for my channel. I am also going to be Stitch with Me on my Nutcracker Sampler, and here is a picture of what it's supposed to look like. And that way I'll be talking about books, and I'll just be doing this while I talk to you. So I've been watching BookTubers, and I am into reading. I love reading. And I have a whole lot of children and middle grade books from when we homeschooled. And then I found out that March is middle grade March. And it's also March Mystery Madness. And I have been reading a lot of cozy mysteries lately, and I love them. So I figured I would combine the two for the month of March, and I'm going to let you know what my TBR is. So to start out, let me find out. I watch Sarah at the Bookish Knitter. This is how I found out about it. So who is the one that she recommends? Let's see. We got, okay, I'm back. So she is talking about middle grade March and Sarah, and she linked to some people that are actually hosting it and have the prompts. So one of them is Krista at Books and Jams. I have watched her videos before, so she is familiar to me. So we're going to be using her prompts as I'm telling you what books I'm going to read. So there's 5 prompts, and I find this to be a lot better because then you're not going, oh, what books am I going to read? Which I have a nice variety, no doubt, but it's funner? It's more fun to go through your books and try to find things that match up with the prompts that they want you to do. So let's start there. We have prompt 1 is, trying to see around my thing here. Prompt 1 is have a silhouette on the cover. So I took that to mean, first I thought it was like, you know, where they have like, it's a shadowy of a person's face. I always thought that was a silhouette, but I guess a silhouette is like a side view. So the first book I'm going to be reading, and I'm going to be showing you the pictures. I'm not really going to read the blurbs or anything like that, but I'll give you a little bit of any knowledge I have of it. It is Tales from Dust River Gulch by, what's his name? Tim Davis. We read this in homeschool, I think. I know we had it in homeschool. Coral graduated in 2014 from homeschool. So we had this in our collection. We lucked out. My husband, my late husband, he used to pick up trash before he got over into recycles. But anyway, he went to a house one day to pick it up, and they were homeschoolers that I guess were stopping or changing or something, and he found boxes and boxes of books. And we ended up sharing with our grandchildren too, but we saved almost every book that even was remotely interesting to us. Plus, we also did the Sunlight curriculum for a while. I think we did that for a couple years. We tried a Becca, and then we more or less just freelanced and just bought books we were interested in. So some of these books, in fact, most of these books, came from all of that era there, the homeschool era that we went through. Because she never went to school. We homeschooled from preschool to 12th grade. So Tales of Dust River Gulch is so cute. They're animals. And you can see on the cover that I showed that it's a town of animals, and it's hilarious in parts, and it's like westerny. And I do believe we did read it. I never marked it as being read anywhere. It's not on my Goodreads, so I'm just going to go ahead and read it again because it has a silhouette on the cover. Prompt number 2 is a book that has strong family elements in it. That book, I am going for a Boxcar Children book. It is the Home Run Mystery, and it's by, what's her name? Gertrude Chandler Warner. And we have some of these books. Now, this particular book, I bought at the library because when our library is done with books, they put them over on the side and then they sell them. And most children's books are only like 25 cents a piece. So I've got a few Boxcar Children from there. I really like that series. We read some of them in homeschool. If that one runs out, because it's a mystery, so that counts for both March Mystery Madness and Middle Grade March. And it's got strong family values because it's the children that go live with their grandfather. So it's a very nice series. The next one is a book featuring travel or adventure. Now this one are some of our trash ones. We have Kit's Railway Adventure. And it's really, really cute. It's an American Girl story. And it's set up like a scrapbook, so it shouldn't take that long to read. And it's got little things in there, like little souvenirs from her trip through the railroad stops and stuff like that. So I really like that book. I haven't read that one yet. The next prompt is a fairy tale retelling or has fairy tale elements. Luckily, I have one of those. We were at Goodwill one day, and I found books named Whatever After, and they are by, who are that? Sarah, what is that last name? Mlynowski? I hope I said that right. So this is a fairy tale retelling of Rapunzel. They go through a magic mirror and they end up in Rapunzel's story. That's what it says on the back anyway. So that's like a fairy tale esque book. And then I haven't read that one yet. And then the last prompt is a book published in the decade you were born. Now, I was born in 1960. I don't have any books from 1960. No books. I looked through all of them. And hang on. Okay, I'm back. I had to cut my thread, and I have to move everything to do that. But anyway, like I was saying, I was born in 1960, and so the decade I was born is the 60s. The best thing I could come up with is something that was copyrighted in, I do believe it says 1961. It is Poems for the Very Young. I'm not sure if it classifies as being a middle grade book, but I'm going to count it as one because it is for children, and it has the year 1960s in it, so we're going to go for that one. So since that is like 5 that they're going to read pretty fast, I picked out other ones as well. I have Molly's Route 66 Adventure to the Adventure Prompt, another American Girl book. I have, and hers is also set up like a scrapbook. It's really cute. I also have another Whatever After called Cold as Ice. It's a retelling of The Snow Queen. And I also have SpongeBob SquarePants movie. I figure that should probably be middle grade, right? I mean, it's the book. It's Nickelodeon, which is more middle grade. And then I also have another Boxcar Children. The Boxcar Children, The Mystery of the Star Ruby. So there is another one that counts as middle grade and mystery. And then I also have The Family Under the Bridge, which would be the family prompt. That is a really nice book. We read that one in homeschool. Then on my Kindle, I have quite a few books in my, they did say, in my collection, they did say that Beatrix Potter is supposedly 8 to 12 years old. I have that entire collection on my Kindle, so I can put that in. I'm not sure if any of those were written in the 60s or not, but that would count as being middle grade. And I also have one that I found in my collection that I've been downloading since 2014 when I got my first Kindle. It's called CORA Flash and the Haunted Hotel Mystery. So that's middle grade and another mystery book. So this is really exciting to me. I've never done any kind of book challenges before. I don't know if I'm like overextending myself. Today is the next to the last day of February, and I just finished everything that I was currently reading so I could get ready for this. And then, of course, Sarah, the bookish knitter, she also says that her April is going to be Amish April. I have quite a few Amish books, too, that I have been collecting because they're clean romances that I like reading those when I'm relaxing. And hang on. I might be able to participate in April's also. I mean, I've been watching BookTube for quite a while, and I've really wanted to get into these like readathons and themes and stuff like that. And I figure now is my chance, and I've been wanting to do a BookTube video, and I'm just going to start out right here, and then we'll go with that. And at the end of the month, we'll see what I've read and how I feel about them and what I rated them. And we'll just go from there and see if I want to make any more. And then my floss tube, I was trying to decide what to do for March. But I have 8 projects on the go right now. and I would really like to get it down to 6 before I add anything more. I haven't decided yet, but I did decide that, oops, just hit my stand. I did decide that if I'm going to do BookTube videos, it'll probably be while I'm either stitching or knitting. So that way I have something to show while I'm talking. So, but that's all I have. I'm going to have all this down in the description. I'll have the titles and the authors that I'm reading in case you want to check into them. They're all in paper form except for the CORA Flash one. That's the only one so far that has Kindle. And if I run out of books by the end of the month, I'll add a few more on. And then when I do my end of the month update, I will just add on those books as well. There'll also be a link to my Goodreads down in the description box. And I'm going to post it on Twitter. I am no longer on Facebook. I am no longer on Instagram. I no longer have a blog. I've kind of backed away from most social media other than YouTube. And I did join Twitter. And anybody wants a link to that, I'll let you know. It's under a different name. It's the name that I use on Tumblr. So, but I think that's all for now. This video is about 19 minutes, almost 20, and I got a pretty good amount of stitching done. I got his one sleeve done, and then working on this sleeve. This is the Nutcracker that was supposed to be a Santa Claus, and I am remodeling him into just a plain old Nutcracker. So he's going to kind of look Santa-ish, but he's going to be Nutcrackery. Did I just make up 2 words? I don't know. But that's all I got for now, and I hope it's okay. If I start making a lot of BookTube videos, I'll probably go ahead and make a BookTube channel. But for now, being hobby stories, I kind of want to keep it all on one channel. I'll just label everything so that if you want to watch it, you can. But like I said, I'll either be stitching or knitting or doing something while I'm talking. So you can always just mute it or whatever if you don't want to hear what I got to say. So, hope everybody's staying safe, and I hope everybody's doing good. And can't wait to see what other people are reading in their March prompts as well. So I'm going to say bye for now, and see you next time. Bye.